with Chris Erickson, our Australian team member race walker, heading towards your third Olympics. Team leader now. Do you feel old?
I do, I am feeling old. I'm glad Scotty Westcott got in the marathon, because otherwise I would have been the oldest bloke in the team. So, phew.
Thank you, Scotty.
There, Scotty.
Thank you, Scotty. And Scotty's obviously 40, so you've got a little way to go.
I know, yeah, I'm good at the moment.
So today we're gonna be playing bocce. Have you played bocce before?
Once or twice before. I'm not a bad hand at it.
Okay.
I'll give it a go.
All right, guess rules. You get to throw the kitty.
All right, here we go.
I'm not sure that's the
Short
term
game or long game, hey?
that it should be called, but we'll call it a kitty for this.
See how we go, eh? I'll go the backhand, bit of roll.
Oh,
it's a bit wet, isn't it? Oh, could be even in a
okay,
minute.
that's a bit far. That's
Yeah.
okay. How's the training and preparation coming? Obviously, less than 50 days to go now till Rio.
Yeah, it's going really, really well at the moment. I think I'm really lucky this time around, my third Olympics. The first two I basically qualified at the very last possible moment of qualifying, whereas this time around I qualified and was selected at the very earliest possible one.
First,
So,
I think you were one of the first people named in the team.
Yeah. So in that regard, I've just been able to have a really slow build up over the last 6 months, and really feel like now I'm really starting to hit my straps. And I'm really, really looking forward to basically the next 50 days of training and hard slogging. And I kind of feel it now. I'm at PB shape right now. If I went out and raced a 50k now, so I kind of feel like another 7 or 8 weeks on top of that, and I'll be really good to go.
Okay, so last weekend you competed at Lake Burley Griffin.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a sprint really, wasn't it? It was 32 kilometres.
Yeah, the old 20-mile race. So yeah, we have that race every year up in Canberra, 2 laps of Lake Burley Griffin, up and down and over the hills and things. So I think I've raced that race about 13 times and have about 6 seconds to Jared and another whole lot of thirds, and this time I finally got a win, and knocked off Jared, which was nice, and did a PB for the distance. So yeah, that was my main lead-up race, if you like, over the last little bit. So really happy to get a really good performance out there, so I know that I'm tracking nicely.
And obviously the conditions there were -4 degrees, so a bit different to where you'll be heading in Rio.
Yeah, it was a cool, typical Canberra winter morning, a bit of fog, and there's actually a wooden bridge you go across at 1 mile that was iced over. So you sort of had to go carefully across the bridge and not go slipping. So, but yeah, Rio will be a little bit different, so a bit warmer. So I've been doing a bit of heat training at home. I've got a treadmill and a whole lot of gym set up in the garage at home. So doing a bit of that, and obviously we'll go into Florida, and which will be pretty exciting. So g'day Ollie, how you doing?
And life's changed since Beijing, your first Olympics. You've got married, you've got 2 kids. This is little Ollie?
Yeah, this is little Ollie. So yeah, he turned 1 in London, so he'll turn 5 while the Olympics are going on. So yeah, he and our daughter Annie and Rachel, they'll be watching from home and cheering loudly, no doubt. But yeah, it's great being a family man these days. I really enjoy getting out and playing with the kids, and it gives as you know yourself, it gives you a focus outside of sport, which is fantastic. So. Oh, not too bad.
Oh, still too far. Alrighty. Let's see. It's first person to 3, I reckon. The way we're going.
Cool.
Oh. Okay, so you've got 1 up.
Yeah.
And I reckon you might have 2 up. I probably could use the proper way. 4 and a bit.
Yeah, I think Converse is a proper unit of measurement, isn't it?
Oh, he's got 2.
Oh.
It's 2-0.
Cool.
So you're not only competing in the 50k, you coach as well, don't you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. So my fellow 50k teammate Brendan Reading. So his first Olympics, his first senior team, if you like, really. So yeah, it adds an extra element to it. So Brendan and I have been working for about 5 or 6 years together now, from when I was based up in Canberra. So yeah, we're working really well, and I think it'd be handy for him sort of having direct access to his coach in the village, because I know that's always an issue with athletes going into the village. You can't, in accreditation in the Olympics, it's so much more difficult getting access to your coach and things like that. But hopefully he can we can both come away with performances that we're proud of, I suppose.
Pretty rare to have an athlete and coach in the same event at the Olympics. I don't think I've ever heard of that. On race day, how are you going to coach and compete? Will you have your competition hat on, and maybe your coach, Brent Valance, could help out with anything that Brendan needs? Yeah, there'll be a little bit of that. I mean, we'll do sort of probably a pre-cool before the race and things like that. We'll do our warm-up together, and probably our pre-cool and our stretching and all that kind of stuff beforehand. This is his first major championship, but Brendan's, in his mid-20s, he's fairly well experienced at racing, so I know he'll be right to do what he needs to do. But yeah, and then once the race goes on, I suppose, we'll pass each other here and there in the race, and I'll give him a bit of encouragement along his way. But so you can chat in the race.
Yeah, a little bit if he's keeping up with me, that is.
I love that.
But,
I do
yeah,
love
as
that.
we go past on different sections of the
Yeah.
course, I sort of can see where he's going and give him a bit of encouragement along the way.
Have you seen the course in Rio?
Yeah, seen it sort of on a couple of videos and things like that. So it looks like a good course. It's a nice, really big, wide road.
How many kilometres is per loop?
So it's a 2K loop. The
Yeah.
50K will always be on a 2K loop. So yeah.
So 25 laps.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Wow.
I could never train on that, but racing it has its advantages. I mean,
Yeah.
you can see where everyone is in the race. You can get a drink every 2K. It's, yeah, it's quite. I don't mind it racing wise. So yeah, one. You help? Well, you can do the next one. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I think your dad's going to beat me, Ollie.
Oh, see how Tamsyn goes. Oh, that's all right. Oh, I reckon you got me there.
So your dad, Tim, was
Yeah.
obviously a really good race walker.
He was, yeah.
He was
yeah.
selected for 2 Olympics.
Yeah, he was, yeah. Pretty hard done by us. 1976, the 50K was dropped from the Olympic program.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, yeah, 1980, he was selected along with a number of other people, but obviously due to the boycott and the government pulling
Yep.
out their funding, they could only afford to send X amount of people. So
Yeah.
they basically, I think they'd ranked the team in those days and then they just drew a line under, we can afford to send this many people. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, Dad was one of the people who missed out. So Dad coached me early days before I moved to the Institute and Brent started coaching me. And yeah, getting to the Olympics in 2008 was a big thing of, finally getting
Yeah.
Erickson on the start line and thing. And then this one, we finally get Erickson on the start line of 50K. So,
Yeah.
And yeah, Dad's sort of, really another a sounding board that I have
Yeah.
throughout my whole career. So we talk pretty much daily about how training's going and things like that. So yeah, he's really proud and so is my mum as well. And, they're a great support that I've got as well as Rachel and the kids as well. So yeah, it's a real family affair, if you like.
I've heard a rumour that your kids like to pretend that they're race walkers in the house.
Yeah.
And then you may also have nailed the drink station.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they find it quite hilarious when we go through a drinks table and pour water over our head and throw the bottle. And yeah, a couple of nights ago they were mimicking that at dinner. It was quite hilarious actually. So yeah, I suppose they pick up little bits and pieces as we go along. So I know when they come out and watch a 50K, they get a bit bored because it's a long time for a little kid to be out watching a race.
You could watch 2 Finding Nemos in that time.
Absolutely.
Oh, that could be
that's
the
looking
win
better.
there. Oh!
Ooh.
All right, your go.
Almost knocked him out. Oh, that could be even closer.
Oh! All right, kids.
Watch out, guys.
I wouldn't
Just wait
trust
for a
me.
sec. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, great. Oh, Ollie's got it, I reckon.
Ollie's hit the lead.
I got the lead.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Ooh, actually.
Ooh!
Oh.
I think you still won this one, Ollie. It's always deceptive when you get here.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay, I
reckon
think
you
that was
had-
mine.
I reckon you had that, yeah.
Yep. 1, 2. All right,
here we
one
go.
more round and then we should be done.
Yeah.
And off the track, I like this story. You met your wife, how?
Yeah, I was playing in a band at the time, so yeah, Rachel was one of our groupies who came along, so if you like.
Do you want to throw this one?
Nah, through some mutual friends, and she came and watched a few gigs, and then, yeah, we hit it off from there. Ready?
Alrighty. Let's go. All right, you go quickly and then I'll go.
Roll on.
Alrighty. Whoa!
One of those, Ollie.
This is now called speed bocce.
It is a bit. Well,
Alrighty.
Those 2 are out.
might have it. Whoa.
Oh! I think you've won,
Ah,
which is good sign for heading into
it
Rio.
is, yeah, good confidence booster.
Yeah. Good job. Well
Thank you very
done.
much, Tamsyn.
Final question. We're obviously here. We're about to go witness your great mate and teammate, Jared Talent, finally get the gold medal that he deserves. That's pretty exciting to be able to watch that. It's a different experience heading into an Olympics. You're watching an Olympic ceremony here in Melbourne.
Yeah, so the first time a gold medal's been presented in Melbourne since 1956. So yeah, really exciting for Jared. I know Brent basically said to him, at the end of that race, you're the Olympic champion, really.
Yeah.
And I remember watching the end of the race with Brent and us commenting the Robert Heffernan from Ireland sprinting for 4th finish, and Brent saying, look, that's a very important sprint for 4th because he'll probably get the bronze one day. And here we are almost 4 years later and Jared getting his medal. So yeah, really exciting for Jared. And, he's deserved it for long. He's been, one of the really big advocates, for anti-doping over the last couple of years and a strong voice. So yeah, really excited to head up there and watch his medal ceremony and celebrate with him afterwards. It's going to be great.
And you're in shape. You obviously took a victory last weekend and you're heading into Rio in PB form.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's a cleaner sport. So
Absolutely.
who knows, top 8?
Yeah, top 8's my aim. So top 8 and aiming for sort of around the 3 hour 45 mark mark, so which is PB, which should get me in and around the top 8. So yeah, hopefully we don't have to worry about any Russians turning up as well. So that always makes it a little easier. But yeah, look, you can only race who turns up at the end of the day and control what you can control. But yeah, look, I'm really happy how I'm preparing at the moment, and things look good. So looking forward to the next 7 or 8 weeks and putting the icing on top of the cake and having a real crack.
Well, you're a great athletics Essendon boy, and the whole of athletics Victoria community is behind you. We can't wait to watch you compete in Rio. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Tamsyn. Cheers.
Thanks, Chris.